Hello, everybody. It's Marty Smith from FullTiltPokerReport.com. Got another situation in a sit and go, which I wanted to talk about here because I got myself into a bit of a conundrum, in fact. I had a few early position limpers, as you can see here and here, and and these guys were well, actually, he was playing tight, but this guy had actually just lost a pot earlier, and he was in a small blind, so I didn't figure that he was going to be getting involved, or if he was going to get involved, he was going to get involved with a mediocre hand. But anyway, I sort of wrote those two off in playing this hand, and to my error, of course, when it came around to the big blind, um, I decided to steal a pot. I had great position. This is where you do have to protect your hands. Of course, I had nothing, so it was just a play. And what happened is that the small blind actually did go all in, and he went on the balance of his stack, which is another 1,000. Everyone else pretty much folded here. Now, these two guys actually took their time, so I was thinking that if he had held an ace, then at least one other ace was already gone out of the pot. So my first inclination was to fold, of course, with this really weak hand, but then I took a look around at the pot and saw that it was 1,680 chips. I had already invested 440, which is not really applicable to this situation, but looking at that pot was very applicable. Not only that, I had 1,835 chips left, another 560 to go, so that would leave me approximately 1,300 chips. If it was very early in the tournament, uh, I would probably have another look at this, but we're midway through. But still, one of the good things about full tilt poker is that the blinds do progress um, rather slowly. You get to play almost a full hour if you're a tight player on a sit and goes. Right now they're at 40 and 80. So I thought to myself that if I still had 1,300 chips left, I could still make a play at placing in this tournament, which I did go on to do. One of the things, though, that when you're looking at a hand like this is not just your odds. Of course, that is a huge factor, but you have to look at what's in the pot and what's going to happen after, in a worst case scenario, after I lose this hand. And I figured that I was going to be in still in decent shape to place in this tournament. Now, if I win, I figure that I'm going to go on to place in first or second at least. And I actually end up calling this pot with a very weak hand, and I'll show you one of the reasons why is that if you, my worst case scenario here, and you can have a look on this calculator here, is that if he has an overpair, and I'm going to be 4 to 1. I'm roughly getting about 3 to 1 odds at the pot. So 4 to 1 is not really, it's not really a great call, but at the same time, I really don't think, I think, like I said, he had just lost a pot, so I really do put him on some overcards or an ace with something else. So um, if you can, have a thought as to, what he might end. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a, let's just do a calculating odds with overs with 6-9, even though it's incredibly weak. I'm really only a 3 to 2 underdog here. Um, And so the pot odds are correct. A lot of people would say that that's just too much to call in a tournament. I don't, because I took a look at the whole scenario, as I said, as to where I would be after the tournament. If it left me with only 400 chips, I'd probably, reconsider, especially, with increasing blinds approaching. Basically you can take any any overcards, and it's going to work out roughly the same, 3 to 2. What happened, I think, is that he ends up having a king and queen, which is great. So I'm slightly better than a 3 to 2 underdog. Those are very good odds for this play. And what ensues here is that I call, We both have live cards. This is exactly the situation that I wanted to be in. And I hit a card. He doesn't, and he's out of the tournament. So to me, of course, I got a little bit of flack later from a couple other guys saying, what are you doing? Where are you in? First of all, of course, I was making a move. I really wanted everybody to fold. If either of these two players, had, well, maybe not him because he was a bit tighter, but I probably still would have called anyway because they're both around the same stack size. At worst, I could be, like I said, is to an overpair, which I'd be 4-1, but or 4-1 dog to win. But here I'm only 3-2 dog to win and live cards, and plus, like I said, I thought some bigger cards got folded here as well. So now I am in great shape. I do go on to win this tournament, and that was my goal. So I did feel that this was a good move. And if you're up against one player, always think about your situation after, after the hand, what situation you're going to be in. This is Marty Smith, FullTiltPokerReport.com. Please sign up. $600 bonus. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you next time.